Okay, now let us talk about this movie coming out of 1998, and the movie is Fallen. It is directed by Gregory Hoblit. It stars Denzel Washington, John Goodman, and Donald Sutherland. Now, with everything that we do, we need to exercise critical thinking. We need to connect the dots and most definitely ask questions. What is it that Hollywood is trying to tell us? These movies are never made for pure entertainment. Understand the times that we are living in and know that we are not alone. We were never alone, right? Now, this movie is about a police officer played by Denzel Washington, and he got the bad guy convicted, and the bad guy is about to be executed. Now, if you watch the movie, pay keen attention to this scene where the bad guy reached out to touch Denzel Washington, to shake his hand, because he thought he could transfer the energy from the person that is about to be executed into Denzel. But he whispered this word: "You are still a good fella." Right? Now, this entity that is inside the man is none other than Azazel, which is a fallen angel. Remember the fallen angels that were thrown out of heaven, right? And he was trying to transfer himself into Denzel. Now, he said something that is very interesting to Denzel. You remind me of somebody else. Oh, indeed you do. Now, that is the entity speaking, which is Azazel, because it has completely taken over the body of this human, his entire body. So it is the entity that is acting and speaking, right? Now, when he says that Denzel reminds him of somebody, he is talking none other than the one you call Jesus. Some say Yahushua, some say Yeshua, the Lion from the tribe of Judah. He is black, and that is where we get our black aliens from. Pay attention, right? And connect the dots. Now, it shows you that simply touching you, that if your body is not corrupted, right? If your temple is not corrupted, neither artificial means nor spiritual means can attach to your consciousness, can take over your mind and body. But if your temple is corrupted, then a simple touch and you will be corrupted, you will be taken over, right? And that is why these people have been trying for decades to get us to commit gross sexual debauchery, and they are trying to glamorize and get you to eat food that goes against the Most High commandments, right? Like pork and shellfish. A full list is in the Bible, in the Old Testament. Now, as we see with what is happening in today's world, that is why they bring on this scamdemic, because they need you all to corrupt your temple. So when they open the portals, when they open the portals and these entities come on out, it will be easy for them to take over your body, because they do not have bodies, right? So it will be easy, just a touch, and they can take over your mind and body, right? And that is why I don't agree with man judging man, because you do not know what is going on spiritually, right? And as Denzel said in the movie, this is what Denzel had to say: something is always happening, but when it happens, people don't always see it or understand it or accept it. In the world we're living in right now, there is always something that is going on, and many of us is blind to the spiritual war. And even when people point it out to you, you do not want to accept it. You want to hold on to the same old narrative, right? So this movie is over 20 years, and it is giving us a whole lot. Now, another important part in the movie is a dialogue between Denzel's character and a Greta Milano. And this is what she has to say, because she's trying to explain to Denzel what exactly is happening to him. And she says, "Mr. Hobbs, There are certain phenomena which can only be explained if there is a God. And if there are angels, and there are, they exist. Some of these angels were cast down, and a few of the fallen were punished by deprived of form. They can only survive in the bodies of others, inside of us, inside of human bodies. Their vengeance is played out. Now, poor Denzel in this movie, his character, simply cannot believe what he's hearing. Right? Angels and demons, possession. It is hard for some people to accept and understand. We are not alone. We were never alone. These entities that are around humanity, many of them do not have any form. And they are trying to get us to sin grossly, to corrupt our temple so they can take over our bodies. Right? And our minds as well. Understand, we wrestle not with flesh and blood. We were told. No, she also made this revelation in the movie. We believe that God limited demons and made them mortal, and he put a few of us here to find them. No, that is a bit off. But I do get what she's saying. This is where the 144,000 come into play. Because the 144,000 is on earth. Right? Some religion is stating that they are in heaven, but they are on earth. They have to be on earth because when the portals are open, when the spiritual war starts, mankind, right, will need someone to help fight their battles until the big one starts. Right? So there are many layers to what is happening in today's world, and I suggest you all do your research and pay attention. Now in the movie, the entity which is Azazel, I will read a little bit from one of my books who Azazel really is. In apocalyptic writings emphasizes the evil nature of Azazel. He is one of the chief sons of God who comes to earth and is corrupted by cohabitation. Remember the story in Genesis about the angels that had relation with the daughters of men and created a tribe of Nephilim. Remember that story? No. It says, see in Enoch 1. He is described as one of the 21 chiefs of 200 fallen angels. He has 7 serpent heads, 14 faces, and 12 wings. He brings aggression by teaching men metal workings and how to make swords and shields, and vanity by teaching women how to use jewelry and cosmetic. He teaches oppression, leads men and women into adultery, and reveals divine secrets. Now, that is the fallen angel Azazel, which is what the movie is talking about. Now, in the movie, they are showing spiritual taking over of your mind and body simply by touching. And that is what they are hoping to achieve. And that is why the scamdemic is so important, because now they can get your temple properly corrupted. That way they can take over your body either by artificial means, using technology from the movie that I spoke about yesterday, which is Possessor, or they can use spiritual means using these entities. Understand, we wrestle not with flesh and blood, right? And these are wicked times. People, you need to wake up and understand the world that you are living in. This is spiritual warfare, right? Now we need to pray and ask for strength and encouragement and guidance, because time is not our friend. The days are going by so fast, right? Time is not our friend. Let us pray and say, glory be to the Most High.